Hello to everyone who is watching this gaming Let's Play on YouTube. I am Jordan Mustang 87, and now it is time for me to get started with game number 10, which is officially on my channel, and that game is ultimately going to be this: Cars Race-O-Rama. And I've already set up a profile, and of course I have also set up my audio settings, and already you can see the first new feature that we get in this game, which is of course autosave, even though realistically that's more or less been compulsory in pretty much most video games pretty much since like probably 2004 or something, when this first became commercially available. Or was it 03? Well, I think it was 04, but it was probably 03 when this first became commercially available. But yeah, video games of the 2000s for you. That's odd. I thought for sure I set up the audio. Apparently it decided not to save for some reason. Anyways, just going to obviously turn off the music, because I would imagine there is clearly going to be copyrighted music in this game, and obviously if I do not do this, then basically the internet is going to try its hardest to do whatever it takes to fucking massacre me if I don't do this. Because whenever copyrighted audio is featured in a video game, it usually does result in fucking massacre. Anyways, so turned up the music. I also turned down the sound effects and also the dialogue, because I want to be able to hear my voice, and also I would like to remind everyone that I do of course have a new capture card, and ultimately up to this point, it really has to be said, this thing is already working wonders for me, because it is technically showing my content right in front of me, because I'm actually getting the video files stored over to the computer instead of having to get it stored over to a USB like it was with my previous one. And I've also turned down the sound so I can actually hear myself speaking. I've got everything sorted, and so let's get into the game itself, whilst I was basically just baffling on about the impressive things on my new capture card, which I got as a Christmas present. And also, this is the game I'm using to start off 2022. So yeah, all I can really say to everyone now is, welcome to 2022. Anyways, after all that, let's just get on with the game itself. So, Cars Race-O-Rama, developed by Incinerator Studios, and also published by THQ. At least that's more or less what the mainstream versions were. And this game, it has to be said, it does expand globally under many different circumstances, and this is quite easily the furthest Disney have more or less gotten with this game. And I have also heard this game is meant to be better than its predecessor, Made International, which oddly enough I think was mainly just an entertainment product for the kids. But overall, I have heard this is a good game, and we do of course get the addition of body customization, and we also get to pretty much visit pretty much a bunch of all new shit, to be realistically honest. And also furthermore, for the first time, we also get the PlayStation Network in this game, along with also having the addition of multiplayer mode, which has basically been something that has been a part of the Cars series in pretty much every game up to this point. Except for saying this one is online multiplayer. So we get story mode, arcade mode, and options, more or less like we did with the predecessors, except for saying that we do of course get some new types of races as well. So we get circuit races and relay races, both of those of course returning from the predecessor Meta National. We also get Guido Kart and minigames, and for the first time ever we get missions, which sound interesting. We also get Rust Bucket Derby and Monster Truck races, also returning from the predecessor. And ultimately, as for the difficulties, we can choose between beginner, average, and professional. And of course, by the time I do of course get this game started, I probably will be doing this on the professional difficulty for most events. Unless something becomes impossible for me to do on the professional difficulty, then, hopefully I can change that. But anyways, after having a pretty much 3-minute ramble of knowing about what cool new features are on my capture card, ultimately, on my new capture card I should say, ultimately that is going to do it for this introduction, and officially I shall see you all for the start of story mode.